and welcome everyone to my brand new hardcore world. Oh, for... That is right, everyone. Welcome to a brand new series where, as you can see just above my hotbar, we are going to be doing a 24-hour survival, which I'll be honest, I'm a little bit nervous about because I'm terrible at hardcore. I'm terrible at the game on easy difficulty, never mind when we make it so I've only got one life. And also, as you can probably tell from all of this stuff on the ground, we are in the brand new 1.21.5. And I'll be honest, the first thing I have noticed with this is they've made grass quieter. Everything else is the same, dirt's the same, but for some reason grass and I think leaves are a bit quieter. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, it's throwing me off. It's making me feel like my headphones are broken. Also, for some reason, there's something about the fact that there's a timer right above my hotbar, which is making me really paranoid. You guys can see exactly how long it is between, like, me recording different parts of the video that makes me feel really weird. But right, so I think, of course, first goal and everything, this is a new thing, isn't it? There's half a tree missing. I think my first goal should probably be find some sort of thing to help keep me alive, whether that's food or a bed or something. A village would be nice. Although, I'll be honest, I don't think this is the best seed so far. Are we just on a massive island? Like, sorry, everywhere that I'm walking, I'm just seeing ocean around us. Are we just on a huge island? I haven't got the world map on this client and stuff like I normally do on other series, so I can't actually just take a zoom out, but like, I think we're just in the middle of an ocean. Oh, I'm officially hungry as well. I need to go and find something to eat. Not being able to sprint at nighttime on a tiny island probably is not the situation I want to be in. There's literally no connection. What the hell? I'm stranded on a random island. Really sorry about this. Please drop 2 bits of wool. Oh no. And whilst we walk around a bit, I can tell you guys a little bit about my plan for this series. There just kind of isn't a plan. Like 24 hours in a Minecraft world, it's not as long as you would think actually. And I'm the sort of person who likes to take the game a little bit slower than most people. So I'm just kind of going to be doing what I feel like I should be doing at the time I feel like I should do it. So like that could be making a farm, it could be going and killing the Ender Dragon, it could just be building a house, I don't know. But also, if you have any suggestions for what you would like to see me do, then please leave them in the comments. Okay, there's skeletons already spawning. I do not like the situation I'm in. I'm back at spawn. I don't like the fact that as I'm heading further and further around the coastline as well, I'm not seeing land. Okay, there's a mountain through the trees over there, but it's on a completely separate island. I'm just in an island. This is just an island. I mean, I'll admit, it's kind of cool, like, you know, survival island challenge and stuff, but this is not how I expected it to go. Have I just got a world that's like 90% ocean? Even this other island is tiny. It's worth absolutely nothing. It's just ocean as far as the eye can see. Oh, that's something much better than what I was expecting. Whoa, that is huge. Wait, and isn't this a safe space as well? Because mobs can't spawn on a mushroom island. Wait, okay, I may have just gone from worrying a lot about the fact that there's nothing out here to actually being kind of excited. This is a mob-proof biome. This is literally the safest place I could be in hardcore. I mean, is it the most aesthetic place to live? Not really, but like, it's functional. There's food here. I could maybe bring some other animals over. Maybe. We may have found a home here on, yet again, just another island in the middle of nowhere. I mean, like, once again, I can go and stand on the highest point on this island and, like, it's empty. But you know what? I think it's home. Not only because I've been here for 17 minutes and I kind of feel like I need to pick a place already, but also this gives me something to go and do. Because I think my first objective for today is going to have to be get some trees and maybe get some grass. The logistics of which I will cover when we get there. But for now, we have a home. Right, so I'm gonna go and make myself an iron axe, and what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna return back to the islands that we just came from, if I can find where I left my boat. It's somewhere over here. Ooh, there's firefly bushes. You're new. I didn't even know you could appear on this island. But yeah, I think I'm going to return over to the islands that we've just came from and everything, because there was actually a really good supply of wood over there. Like, I saw dark oak, I saw normal oak, there was spruce, there was birch, which, like, for 2 islands in the middle of an absolutely desolate ocean, that is really good. And also, we are not quite too far away. It felt like a really long distance, but to be fair, there's the sort of smaller island right there, and then here's the mushroom island. Although, I will be honest, this is a really cool island over here, and it's actually kind of tempting to maybe set up my base over here instead. But at the same time, the mushroom island is probably the best one in terms of resources, seeing as it's massive and, like, it's also safe. So I think we'll keep this island in mind, and I already have a few ideas for what I might do with it, but we're just gonna leave it for now. Oh, wait, what is this? Why are there feathers on the floor? Why are there just feathers? Feathers only drop from a chicken. What's killed a chicken over here? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Let's go and get some saplings. So we can come and get some spruce. There is plenty of dark oak around here. Of course, you have your good old standard oak. And probably one of the nicest floor blocks in the world with birch. And even though these feel like really common wood types, which I should be able to waste, I am not going to take any chances. Because, like, I mean, look at this. Where else am I supposed to get some? If there is a major forest fire over here, that could be a wood type just gone. And just like that, we are back home. Now, I'm not entirely sure if these saplings are able to grow on mycelium, but, like, I should just be able to turn it into dirt if they can't. And I think, just to make this simple, I'll just do that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and put another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here. And then, like, just kind of repeat that for all of them. I do need to get rid of this mushroom, though. Oh, that was so quick. Oh, I forgot that axes are the tool you're supposed to use for these. Oh, okay, well, on the note of my tools breaking like that, I think we should go mining. So I'm just gonna make an axe, I'll make a pickaxe, and I can't really make anything else with 3 bits of iron. Oh, no, actually, there is one very important thing which I could make and really should bring into a cave. It's probably best that I bring a shield with me. Now, I mean, there's also the food situation and stuff, which is a little bit more complicated, but, like, I'm just gonna get a bunch of mushroom stew. It is definitely not the best, and we probably should work on getting something better. But, like, for basic survival right now, it's fine. And with that, it looks like there's actually a few decent caves around here and stuff. So let's see, what can we go and find? And also, the other question is, am I going to die 34 minutes into my world? This has just led right back around to the surface. Right, what about over here? There's some lava. Okay, that's a good sign, maybe. And this one definitely heads a bit deeper. And by the looks of it, deep enough to maybe find some good stuff. Yeah. I mean, there's coal. Coal is nice, I guess. But, like, I'm mainly here for iron. I mean, like, come on. I spent 7 bits of iron making the stuff to come down here. So, like, surely I need to make a profit somehow. And for now, I am still not finding a single bit of iron. Oh, finally, right up here. How did I miss this? Oh, God, have I missed loads throughout the cave? No, I am pretty sure this is the first bit I have found. Gosh. I was genuinely beginning to wonder if I needed to look up if iron can even generate in mushroom caves. Like, there's absolutely nothing. Okay, so cave number 2 also is not that good. Oh. Oh. There's iceberg. I mean, icebergs aren't gonna have any iron, but, like, it might be worth exploring over there. Because I think I have explored all of the caves on this island and stuff, and there's nothing. There were 3 bits of iron in the entire cave network. Which, I mean, is fine. I didn't need iron right now and stuff, but, like, still. So I think I'm going to go on a bit of a gander and take a look at the icebergs. Who knows, maybe there's some actual land around here. There is no actual land around here. Right, okay, so getting a bed failed, then getting iron failed. I think it's time to do something that can't fail. I want to transform most of this into grassland. What, you think I'm joking with that? No, I've got 24 hours to kill. I need something. That is right. I want to take this entire mushroom biome, or, well, okay, not the entire thing. I would like to leave some of it. You know, the mushrooms need a home, and also, it can sometimes be a bit pretty. But I want to take most of this and turn it into grassland. Because also, it just kind of looks pretty, because we get the jungle grass on this biome. And you might be thinking, Pineapple, how are you going to do that? Because, of course, to get grass, you need a grass block. And I mean, I don't have an enchanting table, so I can't go and get Silk Touch. Plus, I mean, there's no grass anywhere around here to start off with. So it's time for option 3. We're gonna do a grass bridge. That is what it sounds like. Like, I am going to build a bridge from here to one of the islands with grass on it. And if you're thinking this is a terrible idea to do before I've even got a consistent source of iron, well, you're right. And you underestimate my willpower. This is the dumbest idea on the planet, so let's get to work with it. Okay, so with this grass here, or sorry, dirt, this should be finally connecting me over to a really tiny patch of grass over there. It is literally just 2 blocks. However, it was in render distance from the island, so, you know, it was a little bit of a better fit. This rain is going to be an issue, I've just realized. Because, guys, we have phantoms, which I am really not happy about because they almost killed me last night whilst I was just planning out this bloody circle. Oh yeah, by the way, I've decided that it's probably easier to put all of the grass inside like a circle, so this is about 61 blocks wide, meaning it goes out by 30 blocks in all directions and stuff, and oh my gosh, you're here. It's not even like entirely sunset yet. But these guys are incredibly annoying and they deal a lot of damage. Yeah, when it gets to morning, even though I was kind of planning on going and sitting out by the grass over there and everything, I might just have to go back over to the, like, spawn islands and get another sheep somewhere. Because these guys are actually going to kill me one night. And, you know, I would like to last more than 1.5 hours in my 24-hour hardcore. But right, I think so, since I can't really go anywhere whilst it's nighttime and stuff, because it is way too dangerous for me to go out on that bridge and stuff, because mobs can spawn out there, and also we've got the flying things. What I might go and do is basically just set up like a nice little area somewhere down by the water to set up a little farm, because also mushroom stew, whilst it works, it's not the nicest food source in the world, so like I would like to set up a wheat farm so that we can get some better food, which may or may not still involve the mushrooms. Wait. Hoes don't work. Guys, my hoe isn't working. Like, it just doesn't do anything. Since when? Why? That is such an annoying feature, because all I have to do is just, like, dig it up and replace it with dirt, but still, that's annoying. Okay, I guess I'm not going to go farming then, and I'm going to go down and go do some mining. So let's see, back on Spawn Island, pretty much where we spawned, actually, can I find a sheep? Just one sheep, as long as it's the right color. If I get one sheep, I can go and make a bed, so please can I find a sheep? Oh wait, there's these bushes. Wait, hold on, can't I use this to then go and dye all of the stuff? Like if I okay, problem solved, I can get a bed. But right, of course, the other thing that I actually came here for was seeds, so can I get some, please? I am having some terrible luck with this. There we go. I'm wondering how many boats I'm going to have by the end of this series. Wait, is that grass? Hold on a second. There's grass on my island. And it's like 20 blocks away from where I need it. I didn't need to do all of this. Okay, well, on that realization, anyway, at 2 hours and 6 minutes into this series, we have finally got a red bed. No more phantoms. And also, since I have now gone and discovered the fact that there's actually some grass down here. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right here. I might as well get back to work building all of the grass area over here. So yeah, I mean, I'll see you when I've done this. I cannot believe that I built a massive bridge all the way over there. There's literally just some grass down there. What is wrong with me? Anyway, right, let's get to work. So, it has been a long time, and the grass has only just reached here. So, like, I deconstructed the bridge that went all the way out there and stuff, but, like, thank God that there was actually some grass here, because it would have been an eternity. I think the 24 hours would have been up by the time the grass got here. But the good news is, it has finally made its way over, and I think it's starting to spread faster because, of course, there's more of it. Because, of course, when it's coming along a bridge and stuff, it's only got one block next to it that can go. It's like, if this is grass, it can only reach this next bit of grass. Whereas when you're looking at a block from here or something, it can be affected by, I think, all 5 of these blocks. Because if you didn't know, grass spreads diagonally. But no, so apart from all of the work in the time lapse that you would have seen of me, like, clearing all of this out and replacing it with dirt and everything, which took quite a while because, of course, I had to make sure there's no mycelium left. Apart from just doing some work like that and everything, I've also gone and put a ladder to get down to there because, like, it was getting really annoying jumping off of this and losing half my health. I've also been working with some trees and stuff, so we've got a nice supply of charcoal, which has allowed me to go and put torches around the entire circle. And we're just sort of getting the beginnings of a nice little farm over here and stuff, which is taking a long time, but, like, you know, it's always going to. And again, we have quite literally got 24 hours to kill. But anyway, so now that we have the circle kind of done, and all we're really doing is just waiting around for, like, grass to spread everywhere else, which, like, obviously I can't really affect the speed of too much. I would like to actually build my home, and I think I'm gonna put my home right in the dead center of this, which is actually the crafting table. This circle is built around the crafting table. I want to build my house right in the center, and I think, like, look, I know that this is gonna be generic and everyone does this, but I would like to have a little mushroom house, which is going to be a little bit annoying considering the fact that I don't have silk touch, so any sort of mushroom stuff, if I make a mistake, I've just got to grow a new mushroom. So, like, that could be inconvenient. So I think the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to do the standard, like, bone meal, a red mushroom or something and make it huge right here. However, I would like the bottom of the stem to be a little bit wider. And of course, because of the fact that I don't really have silk touch or anything like that, I think the only way I can actually do this is if I grow, like, several other mushrooms and then just remove the excess. I have no idea if this is making sense. The other thing I'm noticing is it's not letting me place mushrooms down, and I assume that is because it is too bright. Yeah, I can't even do it on the grass. I think I can do it on mycelium. Yeah. Huh. I probably should have kept some of the mycelium around. Okay, and, like, an 11 by 11 square hasn't exactly made it much darker here. Oh, but it does work. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to need is, obviously, I need to get bone meal, which is a little bit problematic because I don't exactly have a good supply right now. Like, this is my one and only bit of bone meal right now, and can we get a first mushroom? No. Okay, so what if I go and bone meal a bunch of mushrooms which I have in my inventory and see if this gets me enough? But right, okay, so grow. There we go. And now, all I actually want is just this one block on the bottom, so I actually just need to go and remove the rest, and I forgot about the fact that there would be this color. For now, I'm just gonna leave that. But yeah, so I can just go ahead and, like, remove all of this mushroom and stuff, and hopefully this gets me some more that I can bone meal. Then we go and do another one right here, just like that. You know what? This platform's also working at, like, limiting the height of the mushroom as well. It's very useful. Okay, final little supporting mushroom. There we go. And then finally, we can go and grow this one mushroom in the middle, and it didn't work. Please tell me you're able to grow when you're covered on 3 sides. Yes, just like that. And right, I am thinking, so I would like the interior of my mushroom to be 3 blocks tall. I don't like when interiors are just 2 blocks because it's weird. I could maybe do 2.5, but the thing is, I don't want a half slab floor. However, of course, I don't want to extend the bottom of the mushroom down at all because, like, it's kind of gonna start ruining it and stuff, and it's gonna look really sort of tall and top heavy. So what I think I'm actually going to do is I am going to see if I can use trapdoors here instead, because if we do that, obviously it doesn't bring down the bottom of the mushroom much, but like it still gives us a floor. It does mean that, like, you know, we could open the floor, but like I'm hoping we can just kind of ignore that. So I think just like that, and then we can go and put a ladder up in the middle, and look at that, we've got a way into our house. I think we can remove this middle stem and everything, although I would quite like something in the center, maybe the crafting table. So just like that, and I think I'll put the torch on top. There we go. Put some chests here, although I might swap those out for barrels at some point and put them vertically. Obviously our bed can come up here, and this is very cramped. And I think maybe just the final thing it needs is probably some windows, although I don't actually have any glass or sand. So is there any nearby? I've learned my lesson about looking nearby before I go and travel off to other islands now. Yep, see, here we go. Here's some sand. I just realized I didn't really put room for a furnace up here. I mean, just like... yeah, sure. I think it just needs a 3rd one, though. And just like this, there we go. We have our slightly cramped and probably a little bit uncomfortable mushroom house. It only took me 6 hours. On that note, though, that is correct. We have officially hit 6 hours. Technically 6 hours and 3 minutes by this point, but like I'm just gonna round it for simplicity. And also our grass has actually managed to reach all the way up here. This is good. This is a great start. It also means I can go and remove this connection here. Same with this bit over here, and I think that is the extent at which it's reached. But right, I think with that, I can definitely say it's a very successful first episode. I mean, we spent a long time working on stuff that is not my base. Although I guess the grass could be considered my base and stuff. I don't know, does it count? We have a nice little starter farm set up. We've got some mushrooms living here. For the first 6 hours out of 24, I am quite happy with it. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next episode where we've only got